All right. We're going to take a shot here. It filled at 37. Looking for a downward movement at the open, although pretty close to the high here. Today's Friday, August 30th, 2019. We got the hurricane stuff going on as well, so I'm wondering how that's going to play out today in the early morning. One minute to 8 o'clock here. Less than a minute, I should say. Removing. All right, removing. I think we're going to go hit that high before we do anything right now. Just wait. Got a feeling that it's just going to be enough to get me in and then go the direction. We don't have a high volume bar to really trade here, and it didn't sell off right at the 8 o'clock mark either. So this whole up move is all off of, in my humble opinion, this red bar that comes in at 556. We've been down as low as S1, and we're above the pivot point. Well, it's hard not to want to take it on at 37 though. All right, pausing here. All right, so here's what the 10-minute chart looks like. Wondering if this is the highs coming in through here, or is it going to spike up and continue up? All right, going to remove, going to look now. That's about, what's that? Yeah, we're going to wait. Wait for high volume on the blue side here. Going after the high here, 72. I don't like catching a trade, or a trade that's chasing it, and I believe this is a chasing it, trying to catch this long here. And I wasn't ready to trade at 5:56 a.m. CST. All right, one thing I will note though, looking at this overall market right now, I see the possible 5 that's too spread out. When you see a 5, you want to see it closer bunched together, at least I do, in a shorter period of time. This is 7:50 to 8:05. That's 15 minutes. That's a long time to consider and say, all right, that's the 5. So I didn't even think about this right here. What I am getting at is I think there'll be something better along the way. We will pause here and look for it, or stand aside, do the best we can to find something that makes sense. I really believe the high is in question right now, that 72 they want to see right there, and then you got 5666 obviously, and then we have our high of the day at 72. We got our high of yesterday at 89, 56.89. So I would say on the upside, 57's in play. And where I would have wanted to got involved in it, if I would have been looking at it as a trader, would have been back there where the let me show you. Nice signal here, and then you can see it coming through, and there's a nice buy signal coming right in through here. And you're holding it pretty much from 6 a.m. all the way through. Notice the failure didn't beat the failure line here. Nice little setup there. But hopefully we'll see one on our side during the trading session right now. We'll keep our eyes open. At least I'm going to keep my eyes open, I should say, and find something that's tradable. Did I finally catch something? One trade, be a winning trade today, no matter what right now. We have a 1p profit target on a Friday. 2p is 55.78. So it's right in front of where the low is. I'll go over trade entry a little bit later. Taking as much as I can from it, just in case we don't bust through here. Looking for 5555. Taking away a 2p target. 555. So this is 2, this is 2, this is 3. 2 or 3p today. All right, coming down to 71. All right, 67. And out. That's plus 50. Plus 59. That's not a bad trade for me today. All right. 5555. Target 5549 is the GAN signal. So anything from 59 to 49 would have been my exit point. So we got 59 right there. Had to be very, very patient on trading today. Very patient. This is the GAN signal at 49. I'm kind of curious if we'll run it. That's why I'm still got the recording going. There's 5555, but not through it. So it'd be 6555. All right, got through it. So it did hit target. Oh, there it goes. There she blows. $3p run there. That was 3p to 55.55. Wow. Talk about a sell-off. There's the low of the week. Actually, that's the low of last week at 84. I've talked about this before. I'm after a profit target on a Friday. The only way that I'd have been after this further out target would have been having that second contract on, most likely getting rid of everything right about here. Or I might be, say, 12 plus 5 at 17. On a Friday, I'm looking for an exit. All right, so that most likely would have taken me out. I would have been looking for an exit after I saw this right here. This red bar volume, look at that. That's 5,183. That's extreme volume. 5K plus I call WTF volume. So I'm looking for an exit off of this. So when I see 5,000 plus in volume, I'm looking for an exit. I call it WTF volume. Now I could have thought, all right, 10 ticks over 12. And that would have been the only thing that would have kept me in right now. I'd looked at this minor high and go 10 ticks over that. So that would definitely, or pick up the 38, 39 right now. But extreme volume, I'm looking for an exit. All right, so let's go over entry. This was a tough one. This was a big 1, 2, 3. What we had was the volume up through here actually at 5. We had this right here that sold off. And what I noticed is we weren't able to bust yesterday's high, or I believe we weren't able to bust it was yesterday's high. So it looked weak to me. So what I did is I watched us bouncing off pivot here. We bounced off pivot here. We bounced off pivot there. And each time we bounced off pivot, we really didn't have a strong up move. I thought about a GAN signal. The only true, perhaps long, that I even considered, and I would have exited anyway, is right in here. We had this up move right here above pivot. Your entry point would have been roughly at 33. Of course, that didn't work out. So this long signal that I thought was a long signal, with the weakness here, converted over to a short signal below this mark. So at the 26 mark is where I wanted to be short from. Actually, I had my entry point at 24, and I got 2 ticks slippage, positive slippage, which you don't get in a real futures account. So it looks like I'd have been filled between 24 and 23 on that entry point, and still nice little move. Notice that it did go back up through, and also went up through here as well. So I'm out of this trade no matter what now. When I see this up over here, I'm looking for an exit. So even as little as 13, 14, 15, anywhere over here would have been an exit point for me. I wouldn't wait around on a Friday seeing if we're going to keep going lower and lower and lower. I'm just going to take the money and run. If we look at our 10-minute chart and we look at our hourly chart, you can see what I was trading here. The hourly chart was showing a down move, and so when I was looking here, and I was looking at it, where could we fail at? And I believe 26 is pretty much, below 26 is where we could fail. And I was proven right today by being patient and waiting. So I'm using all of my charts 1 hour, 10-minute, daily chart, and also obviously my trading chart here being the tick chart. All right, so let me plus 59. Notice I was risking 1 R today at 20 to start with, and I quickly moved to break even on after the 1P move. I was at break even after the 1P, and I was taking as much profit as I could. Could I have managed this trade better? Obviously, yes. But I got very close to where I felt pretty confident that the market could run and bounce. This Gann signal could have bounced here, and it didn't today, but it could have. And we could have bounced at 5555. That's why just big numbers like that just have a habit. Like yesterday, 5666 bounced for a little bit, and then it ran it up to 5681. But at one point in time, 5666 did hold and went down for a little bit. So big numbers like 5555, it's been in play. This could have been right in here. You see this right there hit right about the same time that I'm exiting. So there was a lot of people, they ran that stop, right? They were able to knock out people that believed in this number not getting underneath. And they got from here to here based upon people that had the stop right in here roughly, right? And they were able to drive that market down. What was that? Gee whiz, that was 50 ticks down once that sucker went through. That's something that I can get better on, right? Recognize a point that could bust through. But it's also Friday. And a Friday with a plus 50 day is always a good day. All right, it's Dave Knight here from 123 Day Trade. Let me go back to the current market, see what it's doing. Doesn't matter. I'm done on the day. We'll talk to you later. Good. It was an overall good week for me. Working my way back into the. I'll probably go. Well, actually, I know I'll go back to pro funded once I get there. So we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.